What's up, iZombie fans? This is AfterBuzz TV's iZombie After Show. Today we'll be talking about some BLTs and a little bit of zombie strippers and some major issues coming up.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AfterBuzz TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
That's the worst stripper dance I've ever seen in my life.
What is the stripper dance? Oh, you did one like these?
Talk dirty to me.
Yeah.
Did you like
We
that?
like boyfriend.
We're gonna let that go for a bit.
I should never be a stripper.
Let's discuss. Let's get into it. Let's get into it.
Let's discuss. Why, Hannah? Why
I have
would you
no
never
moves.
be a stripper?
Did you see me just now even do like the sexy hand down? It was like
It was like a thud.
That was pretty good. That's what you think a zombie
Opposite of
stripper would be
zombie
like.
stripper.
Yeah.
I can be one of those.
What's up, everyone? It's season 2, episode 16. Pour some sugar, zombie. And we have some missing guests from last week. There were some news stories out there that you guys were in trouble with some zombies, but looks like they're okay. And I'm joined by Blake and Hannah. They're back in studio. And we're minus one, Desiree. The biggest fan, Desiree.
Biggest fan.
Yes.
fan.
She couldn't be
It's
here.
very
She
sad.
has not been tweeting us very much recently, and I'm really upset about it.
She's losing her biggest fan
She is
status.
Like, I don't even write her down anymore.
I like this.
Because we have other fans that
Yeah.
deserve to be shouted out. How about it, Jared?
Shout it out loud. Sorry, they didn't play any
He's
Kiss
on
tonight.
it. He's on. Oh, Jared, wonderful. Just
You know what?
wonderful.
Let's just go on the social media train, and we'll give all the fans their due, their just due.
P.S. My first concert ever in my life was Kiss when I was 10 years old. Thank you.
Much better than mine.
Thank you.
Reba McEntire.
Mine was
dragged.
Amy Grant, so it's totally okay.
You call in with your horrible concert stories.
First concert ever.
You beat us.
Everyone.
Mine was the Duran when they came back.
Oh,
My mom
Alexis.
took me-
Alexis, that's exciting.
Thanks.
That's very
Good one.
exciting.
Yeah, no, it was great.
Our
Loved it.
engineer, Alexis
Hello,
Duran
everyone.
Duran.
Yeah,
Like it.
it was awesome.
I love it.
I like it.
Hungry like the wolf, guys. Or maybe the iZombie, I don't know.
Side note, Smashing Pumpkins opened up for Kiss, and then they dressed up like the Beatles when they came out on stage. Thank you.
That's a good show.
It was an amazing show. I was 10, and it was on Halloween night, and I was like, I want to go trick-or-treating. Parents.
No.
And then they were like, nah, we're going to Kiss. And I'm like, all right. So then I went, and I was like, what? And at the time, Smashing Pumpkins was really big, and Kiss was big, but I from my dad, you know.
Yeah.
So then I went back to school, and I was like, I saw Kiss and Smashing Pumpkins. And everyone was like, Smashing Pumpkins!
Everyone's
And
like,
then you were the
"Kiss?"
coolest person in the world.
Yeah, it was exciting.
That's a good show.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Thanks, guys.
we
It was
have.
good.
I have no
That's
stories
good.
if I sat on the lawn and didn't watch the whole time.
I just had to throw it in
Yeah, I
there.
have no story.
Amy Grant.
I just remember getting a T-shirt. That's all I got. Anyway,
That's exciting.
You know what else is very exciting is that iZombie is the number 7 trend on Twitter right now, which is huge.
Amazing.
So yeah,
awesome.
and we have to, and it's probably thanks to our amazing fans.
Yes.
So they're all over YouTube, and where else have they been commenting? Twitter and iTunes and everywhere.
Is this that moment you
got
want me to
some
give shout-outs?
Yeah.
Dude, let's
I'd love
do
that.
it.
So I don't have as many this week, and that maybe because I've been gone, but we tried to, collaborate and get them all. With Twitter, we have Sandwich of Destiny, Brandy Bachelor, Christopher Not Walkin', The Storm Within, Kimmy Lizzie, Mr. Style 90, and although I didn't see any from him, Dustin Bradley tweets all the time at me, so I'm going to go ahead and say you anyways.
Oh,
Fair
that's
enough. That's
Fair
fair.
enough.
That's fair.
YouTube, we have Marisha Smid, Jorge Avila, Baron of Hell, JDLKY, Hernandez 720, Rickiera?
Ricky Ra?
Ricky Ra? Is that how you say that?
I would say.
Cosinel 15. I don't know how to say any of these, so I apologize. Duper Super 1938 and J Boy.
J-Boy.
I love it.
I like that one.
Yeah.
You know, it was
Nice.
Ricky Ra that helped me remember that Drake is a cop because Desiree and I completely forgot
Oh,
that
did you
last week.
forget? Seriously?
Yes. Yes,
Shame on you.
There was so much information, we just completely forgot the whole cop thing.
It's a lot happening every
Where-
episode.
Yeah.
Where is he right now?
My boy.
But where is he, though? Seriously.
We know where he is.
Do we know where he
He's
is?
in the freezer.
Did he jump in the freezer also?
Major's freezer.
Major took him down.
Yeah,
Oh, he
Major's
did?
freezer
Did I
down.
Last
black
week.
out and not remember this?
Last week. Yeah, you were like Nick. You blacked out. You don't remember anything.
Yeah, quite possibly. I mean, I watched it last week's, but I watched it with my roommate, and you never know. Like, we talk while we watch things, so I may have just missed
Only
that
half
part.
the information got to Hannah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
so,
my friend is friends with Greg, who plays Drake.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so we can always
Oh,
set
that's
him
right.
up and figure it out.
Yeah.
There you go.
We'll have
There
him
you go.
back in.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
That was
I missed that
very
episode.
Yeah,
I was
he's
not here.
great. And he
Yeah.
seemed like he wanted to keep coming back. So.
So when you drink too
bring
much
it.
and pass out and start tweeting, where can people find you on Twitter?
Oh, at the Hotshot Dude.
Yeah.
Because that's anyways the name that I go by when I have drank too much and black out.
Even when she hasn't drank too much, that's what we call her.
Yeah.
The hotshot dude. That's what I think of her as.
What about
and
yourself?
I, of course, am Blake V. And when I'm doing these things, you can find me on the social media world at Blake V Media.
It's a good one to follow. And I'm at Gilkerson Radio. You can find me getting all things wrong, iZombie.
And we're very excited for Jared because he got a little promotion.
Oh yeah, the Tomorrow Show.
Yes,
It's very
so
exciting.
exciting.
Yeah, a lot of AfterBuzzers have been watching and tweeting, and it's been awesome. It's a great show.
It's
Yeah,
a great
I haven't got to
show.
watch
It's very
yet.
late night. No, I just
But
always wanted to
it's
say
a lot
that.
of fun. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's really, like, tune in if you haven't yet. Check it out. It's a good crew. It's a lot of good
great.
material. It's really, really fun.
Yeah, last night they tried to get me to slip on a banana because they thought there's like some banana peel challenge that's like going
Viral?
viral. So
And did you not?
Roxy wanted to prove that I did not slip, but our esteemed executive producer Christian Blatt. There's a video. Go to the Tomorrow Show YouTube page, and he pretty much bites it, and it's for real. It's
That's fabulous.
Like he bit it
He
after
proved
the banana was gone. It was like the residue, and he just bit it. It's great.
I believe
Slow-mo.
that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it was a good moment. Much like many good moments. Let's dive into this episode tonight.
do it.
Please.
Yeah.
That's all I want to talk about.
Yeah, I mean, we get right into it. Like the first thing in this episode is not a case. Usually we get a case right
Right.
away. But in this case, we get Gilda, or I like to call her Gilda. Are you a
Gilda.
Gilda or a Rita?
I'm a Rita.
I prefer Gilda.
Yeah, I like Gilda. That
I'm
one
a
stays.
Rita.
Yeah, which
Okay.
one's was the original
Rita's
name?
the fake name.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, does that say something?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
That's not like a piano key for a
Like,
second.
I mean, okay, Major calls her Rita, or like mistakenly called her Rita.
Yeah.
Wings calls her Rita.
Yeah.
Oh.
Somehow I go with Rita in my mind.
Oh, then maybe Gilda's her fake name to the outside world.
Could be.
Oh, interesting.
Remind us. We forget. Yeah.
Okay, but so talking about Gilda Rita.
Yeah.
That sounds like a drink.
Yeah.
Like I want to drink that right now.
We can make it.
A Gilda Rita.
Yeah. We
But
need,
get
by the
on
way, we
that.
need more drinks on this
We do.
channel.
We do.
We
Yeah.
do. Never mind. Nobody needs to know what I was doing.
She'll tweet about it.
You can ask me later. But she had the horse tranquilizer to the neck by a non-major. So I wonder, has Major been replaced already?
Well, that's Vaughn's assistant.
Right. But
Yeah.
so has Vaughn already ended
Sent the
ties?
assistant.
Yeah.
Given him a whole list of people to go after.
I don't think so because it's his daughter. He probably just told that guy, like, get my daughter,
True.
find her, and bring her back, and then we'll figure out how to deal with her.
True
We're
that.
probably going to tie her up and put her in the basement and do tests on her.
Probably.
Okay.
That's
Not to
Yes.
predict. We're not there
Yes.
yet.
Okay, so this struck me totally weird. So when Rita came into the office with Major and Wings was like, we just call him Wings, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah, of course.
cool. We know who we're talking about. Wings took off the glasses from Rita and saw the bruises on her eye and immediately thought that Major had hurt her. And he started reacting all crazy, like, you can't hurt my daughter, getting all upset. Cut to moments later when the zombie attack is imminent and he freaking just leaves her down there and closes the elevator door. It's like, where was that passion and care that just happened a minute ago?
because Wings is
Upstairs.
a wuss. He's a wussy.
Yeah,
He's a big
Desiree and I
wuss.
were kind of confused by that whole
Right?
moment. I think he's a reactionary character. So in that moment, he's kind of a smartass, like, F you, I don't want to die. And then when he gets upstairs, he's like, oh my God, I fed my daughter to the zombie.
He's
I
a
just
big old
realized.
baby.
Yeah,
Big
he
baby.
is. Baby Wings.
Yeah.
Baby.
We soon find that Payton is moving back in. Baby Wings. It's a new thing now. Hashtag Baby Wings.
Baby Wings.
Let's get it trending. Right behind iZombie. Payton's moving back in, so this is great. This is
love
great
that.
for all of us.
Yeah.
So she's going to be back
fun.
in the picture. Yeah, they talk about a little friends thing going on.
It's fun.
So
I really
fun.
liked that dynamic of them
Yeah.
all sitting there, like cracking jokes at each other. I was like, oh, why can't we have more moments like this on the
I
show?
know. I was like,
Yeah.
I want to move in, guys.
Right?
Yeah.
That felt like that moment to me. I want to know what it felt like to you too. That moment felt like it was like just the actors kind of just
Chilling.
messing around,
Hanging out.
Yeah.
And it felt like outside the show for
It
a second.
did.
Yeah.
Totally.
And it was kind of cool.
I felt like there were actually a couple moments like that tonight.
What other
and I
ones?
don't know if that's AJ coming back on the show or whatnot, or being more of a presence on the show. But every scene with her I felt was more like that. Like them being in the house together, her moving back in, and then when she comes to see them at the morgue and they're watching Ravi do the little stripper dance. Like I felt like those were moments of them more so just like having fun.
Yeah.
Like legit just script aside, show aside.
It was definitely more of a fun episode all
Yeah.
around it because it was kind
Yeah,
of
because
everywhere.
even the case that was introduced was not solved necessarily.
No.
And I like these episodes. They pepper these in like every couple
know.
episodes or so, you know, where it's like they introduce an episode but they keep us till the next one. I like those.
I really want to take a full episode though, like off from the cases, like completely in general, and just
Yes.
focus on the relationship.
Yes, just the
And-
people.
right.
I'm with you.
And the like their zombiness or notness.
Zombiness or notness.
That's going to trend.
That's what it is.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
we just had someone jump in
wanna
on
focus
Twitter,
on that.
The Storm Within, one of our favorites. Storm Within, 39 seconds ago, said she prefers Gilda over Rita. So we've got a
Agreed.
Gilda.
It's
Maybe
a
we'll make
landslide, guys. It's a
Agreed.
landslide.
Yeah, so we'll have to keep calling her that.
I'm the only Team Rita over here.
Team Rita.
Team
Team Rita.
Team Rita. You were mentioning the case.
Sorry.
And how it was. This case was woven in quite nicely tonight.
It was
Yes.
actually.
And you see the stripper Cassidy in the street. She calls Payton while they're getting all buddy in her new apartment, and she says that she's gonna roll on this Nick the Stick. You've asked about him before, but now I'm ready to spill the beans on this guy and his stash house. Then the phone goes dead. We see her get hit with a pipe, so we don't know what happens. That's it.
yes.
So and I'll leave everyone kind of hanging.
Very
there.
good recap, Jared.
Thank
good
you.
job
Very
on that.
thorough.
Thank you.
Yes.
Let's just jump right to the next scene.
Yes.
Then, it was great because we always talk about the food and what's going to be next with the brains. Liv is really she's hesitant to eat this brain. She doesn't want to be a stripper. She has her eyes on a who was it? Like a
hiker.
Yeah, an active person who killed himself. Which I don't know why you'd want that brain.
Well, because he just wanted to go on his own choice, and when the time
It'd
was
probably
right
be
and he
very
was
blissful.
ready.
Well, I don't know, except for the
just-
suicide part. Like maybe being
Yes,
suicidal.
but we don't know his circumstances.
We don't.
No.
Could have been an accident. Was he hiking by himself?
I
I think
would've-
he chose to take.
could have been
himself
like,
off
I
this
love
earth.
Finding the horizon and then
Can
just
we do
like.
this the whole time? I think he just chose to
I
leave
think
Just
it was an
needed
accident.
to.
on his own terms. So then
finding his
Liv
bliss.
decides to make a tasty zombie. Take it away.
BLT.
Yeah.
Brains, lettuce, and tomato.
How great was that?
It was so good.
Blake literally just jumped out of her seat and was like, "Oh my god, brains, lettuce, and tomato."
Yeah.
Brains, lettuce, and tomato.
Yeah.
Pretty
I
happy
love
about
it.
that.
That
Okay.
one's up there because of the creativity.
Oh yes. Well, I'm
Yeah.
excited about the food every episode because
Yeah.
every
For real.
single episode they do something new and interesting with the food. And this was the first brains, lettuce, and tomato.
And it
I
always
liked
actually
it.
makes me want to eat whatever. I mean, not the
Yeah.
brains.
Well, yeah, the
wise,
brains.
Well,
but
maybe
like,
the brains. Maybe.
But like, I want a BLT faux show.
Yeah, I might
even
get
eat
one
that.
after the show.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, a little
Yeah,
bit
it's
of that.
real good.
That sounds
Actually, it might happen.
Yeah.
Sorry.
What a brain.
Now you've
I
got
call it
us in the mood.
brain,
Yeah.
lettuce, tomato.
for brains, lettuce, tomato.
And like
Yeah.
all of a sudden, I feel that I need a pair of fishbowl stripper heels
Yes.
as well.
Nice.
I would like to add that to my shoe collection. If
and
not
to play our
wear
intro
them.
song again,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Talk Dirty to Me.
yeah.
But I think I could totally use a beta and a heeled shoe.
I like a big heel.
I think you need both.
Yeah, right? I
Yeah.
totally
Get a
love some beta
matching-
shoes.
I
Yeah.
can make those dreams come true.
Oh,
Thank you.
Alexis.
Was that God?
I got you.
I knew
Alexis
of all
is here
people
for
you
us.
would be able to do that for me.
So good.
I got you.
So good.
Goldfish, right? Not,
Yes.
beta fish. I don't know which one
I
you
would
prefer.
like
Whatever
the beta
you can get.
I would like the beta fish.
Okay. Red and
preferably
blue?
two
Specific.
different
And they glow in the
colors
dark?
for
Yeah, red
each
and blue?
shoe.
Okay.
Yes.
Got it.
Thank you.
Put it down for 2.
2?
Yeah,
Got
2.
it. Jared, you want to get in on this?
Yeah, give me a pair.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
He's in.
I want
He's
ones
in.
that are more
Got it.
like LA Gearish. We'll talk.
I got a guy. I'll
Old
talk to him.
school.
Perfect.
Alexis, we love you.
Thank you.
So this was interesting too in this
Yeah.
episode. We haven't seen this the entire time, the entire history of iZombie,
Yeah.
is the fact that everyone is privy to the fact that Liv does the brains and
Yep.
she takes on the personality of the brains. And in this particular episode, Payton used this to her advantage
Yep.
and sort of manipulated Liv into eating the brains to give her the information that she was looking for her legal case.
I dug that.
So interesting, right?
I really like it.
I liked her bothering her and just being like, listen, you can't. But we all knew what the end game was, and I was very
Right.
excited about it. It was like, hey, I gotta become this stripper. I gotta become this personality. But I dig what you're saying that every character except for Babs. I mean, but Babs knows about the vision, so
He
it's
just doesn't-
like
yeah.
he's
he
fine with the
doesn't-
talk, like so you can mention it around him.
But he doesn't know that it's the brains
No.
that cause
No.
it because
No.
he doesn't know her zombie situation yet.
No.
So it's interesting now who they're kind of blending into the story and choosing to say like who knows.
Sorry, I got a tweet from Dustin Bradley thanking me for the anyways shout out. So you're welcome, buddy.
It was
I got
delayed.
you.
Now you have the
Keep
Dustin
going.
Bradley shout out.
Sorry.
Anyways, who they're deciding to say who knows that Liv is zombie, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
But I think Babs is going to find out really soon with all of the DeBazio looking at that picture and linking Major in. Like, everything's about to come out.
Bazio.
Yeah.
I'm kind of on Team Bazio lately.
She's going to get killed off, though, before she
attractive.
gets the truth out. You know she will.
Oh no, I hope not.
Yeah. It's going to happen.
Is that the vibe you're getting, Hannah?
It is. It is.
Let's get to the meat of this episode. We were just talking about the new shoes that Hannah's going to get. So we're
Yeah.
in the strip club. That's where she has to summon the, hey, I'm going to get a vision. I got to go in the strip club. And right away, she goes full stripper mode, like right in for the group
It was fabulous.
of dudes. We see one stripper get angry at her. Later on, we kind of get to know her. But she's right in. And of course, Payton is, now Payton's reluctant. Now Payton's, I don't want you to get, all, method on me and everything. He's like, no, I have to. I have to. So
That's good.
the natural place for this to go to is the lap dance room, where naturally they could just go. Now I would imagine, like, if any two girls just wanted to go back, they probably would just let them. Like, so like,
Oh,
it was
probably.
funny how they got the run of the place. Like,
Oh,
let's just
yeah.
go ahead and go back there and dance, have a good time. Well, what did you two think of the lap dance between friends?
You know,
I thought it was hilarious
honestly,
and amazing.
It threw me back to high school and being like, my
Oh.
friends used to do shit like that all the time.
Wait a minute. Let's
So
back.
Hannah's
Hold on.
been danced on a lot.
Listen, some of my friends totally should have a career as strippers.
Ooh.
They move really well and they like to do it. So,
Are they good? They're good.
they're actually good. And I support it all the time. I'm like, listen, dude, when that day comes, you take yourself to the pole, honey, because that's where you're going to make your dough.
So you would have parties.
Hannah
No, go-
supports what is the true
Sorry, Hannah, who are these
calling
friends?
of life.
Yeah.
Can I get their numbers? And do they do birthdays? Bar mitzvahs?
I think one of them is going to come out to visit soon. I'll send her right your way.
Amazing.
Well, it must be
Well,
my birthday.
Yeah.
I know. I like how Payton was like, "Oh, I don't know about this." Like, I didn't feel like she loved it. I will say though, like, if
should've.
your friend was doing that, wouldn't you just kind of be like, "Yeah, whatever,"
Yeah, I'd be like,
Bring
get
it
it,
on.
girl, get it.
right?
Yeah, I was kind of hoping she wouldn't be a stick in the mud.
Yeah, or I'd even
And
be
she was like all
critiquing.
uncomfortable and like,
You know what I mean?
yes,
I'd be like, girl, you can do it better than that. Like, let's be honest.
yeah.
That pencil skirt wasn't helping.
The pencil skirt was not helping.
No. I'm a fan of a good pencil skirt, though.
Yeah.
In the lap dance
You and
room.
me both, buddy.
Yeah, nice. Like a little teacher vibe. Yeah. It's just,
Mine's librarian.
Librarian,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm with you. Librarian, teacher, whatever. Anything, little glasses on there. Let's jump ahead. So that was little glasses.
glasses.
Little glasses on there.
Love them little glasses.
So we get the great strip club scene, and then we'll jump back because I'm working in order tonight. We're gonna do like a new thing.
Okay.
So they jump from the strip club to Major in his room, and Ravi kind of just barges in looking for nail clippers.
Which was that interesting timing? Like, I felt like it was sort of weird that Ravi chose now to like barge in and investigate the safe and figure out what was going on. What do you think about the timing?
Yeah, but he didn't know about the safe though until he barged in on the Clippers, right? For the Clippers.
Is that how it was?
Barged in on the Clippers.
Barged in on the Clippers. I felt like he sort of did know about the safe already, and that was sort of like the excuse to get in.
Oh, really?
No.
I thought so. No?
I think Ravi's just kind of... He's a smart dude, but he's also just kind of clumsy and like, whoa, like I was just walking around the house. So I don't think he...
So you don't think he knew
has
about
any
the safe
reason
before?
to go in there. I think it was just that timing was just random because it's the same time he was looking at his safe, the same time he barged in. So of course that isn't going to happen from week to week and day to day. So I think it was random.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's curious, but he's not. We find out a little more later. This leads somewhere. He just looks kind of perplexed, like, oh, that was weird, but he doesn't look like he's going to do anything about it. But he just thinks that was odd. So we finally go back to the strip club where Liv chases, which was maybe my favorite scene in the show.
Agreed.
The hair flip in the face, but I don't know the exact what she said, but it was did that bitch just flip her hair in my face? It was, but to see her go full mode,
the Ariana Grande fake extensions wannabe, like whatever.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it was beautiful. And then I'm gonna slap that Wet and Wild right off her face, which is a really cheap makeup product. If you do not know what that is,
I don't.
That's what it is. Like
$2 nail polish.
Exactly. Back in the day when you were like 13, 12, 13, first started wearing makeup, you got Wet and Wild from Walgreens.
Okay.
That's where you got it.
Yeah.
I'll take it off my list. So we get her. She's banging on the stall door, telling her she's going to kick her ass, and then gets her first vision, and it's the stash house. It's the stash house front door, an apartment building. A gentleman answers. We later learn is this Pablo guy. We'll get into that. And you can see the stash house. You can see maybe some drugs and some money in the background, and that's it. So that's it. So she goes back to kind of live the cop mode immediately because what's the stripper's name?
Cassidy.
No, that's the one who died.
The one that died.
Destiny's the guilty one. So if you remember, let me know. We'll just move on anyway.
I don't
but
remember.
She admits that. Oh, my friend just died. I'm upset. And then we later learn that she could maybe give some valuable information.
Was it Lorelai?
No, Lorelai was the Asian girl.
Okay.
So I forget in the bathroom. Do you remember, either one of you remember exactly what she told her in the bathroom? That, hey, was it like she was sleeping with one of the other strippers? You should question the strippers or something like that?
No, it was, there was a guy here the night before, or the night that she died, that got in a huge fight with her. It was so bad they asked him to leave. The only reason they let him back in tonight is because he's famous or something.
Yes, Mr. Johnny Frost.
Johnny.
Oh man, was that the first episode? That was first season?
Yes.
I know it was last year when we did Johnny
God, and
Frost.
he was so good. I'm so glad they brought him back.
We got to get him in here.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
for real,
I
dude.
retweeted a thing from Rob Thomas.
Yeah.
It's on my feed, and he's talking about the fact that the whole entire cast and experience enjoyed Johnny Frost, and that they want to bring him back every season that iZombie exists.
I love that.
So there you have it.
It should turn him into a zombie eventually.
It should.
Then he won't have to whiten his teeth. It would just be perfect.
That'll be like the finale or the last season.
Yes.
They'll turn him into one. You know what I mean? Within the last
when
like
the show
5
jumps the
episodes.
shark,
They'll be like,
hopefully never. But they question him because he's dumped a lot of money with his secret credit card
He's so
into
funny.
the strip clubs and the bar tabs and all that stuff. It's his you call it the good boy card and the naughty boy card.
Yeah.
So
That is so brilliant, though. I think that everybody needs one of those.
I think men,
A naughty
women,
boy card?
Well, naughty girl card.
yeah,
you know what
naughty
I mean?
girl,
Like,
yeah, everyone.
this is what I do all my shopping on.
Yeah.
Nobody should track this card.
Yes.
These are for bills.
Yeah.
This is the one that the wife doesn't say.
Yes, and Cassidy, his 20 grand. No. But, so immediately he's taken off the list because there's no way he could seriously be looked at as a suspect because he goes into a whole credit card fraud thing and that people are buying, whatever, stripper clothes and whatnot and cars and all that stuff. So we learned that.
He's a sugar daddy.
Yeah, and then he gets pulled
I
away.
need one of those.
Yeah, don't we all?
You and me both. For real.
Let's get to what Hannah really needs, and that's a little Blaine in her life.
Yeah, Y'all, I have to tell you because I told them. I saw David Anders at the movies the other day. I don't know if he saw me. I think that he did, but I didn't want to bother him. He had on his sunglasses and a hat indoors, so that usually means people don't want to talk. But like, I stood behind him and stared at his butt the entire time in line.
Stared at it.
Don't worry, I did us all a favor.
Blonde
What
hair?
theater was it at?
Yeah, it was really bleached and like growing out too, so it was like clear that they're.
He just got done filming.
Yeah.
Nice.
What theater was it at?
I don't know if we want to give that away.
Arclight.
Okay.
Too
Yes,
late.
we do.
Well, that he
Arclight
frequents.
Hollywood,
Jared.
babies. We
Of
may have
course
been in
we
the
wanna
same
know.
movie theater too. I tried to listen to what movie he was getting, but like I actually zoned out for a little bit, so I actually missed that part. But we could have been in the same movie theater. I don't know.
Maybe.
Maybe.
We had the
Maybe.
chance, or AfterBuzz TV had the chance. I know Alexis had some of the videos. We went to which one? Our
WonderCon.
Yael went to
Jinx.
WonderCon, and she had the chance to interview David
Yes.
Anders.
So
Yes.
exciting.
And I know that we have a few clips, Alexis, if we could play the David Anders interview. If you're there, it looks like she may be a little busy at the moment, but when she comes back.
Give me 1 sec, guys.
Oh, ooh.
Oh,
Alexis, you've changed.
Which one do you want?
Alexis,
That's
your
the
voice
David
is so
Anders
deep.
red carpet interview. It should be on that list up there.
Well, there's an ad. That's nice.
We could listen to some ads.
No, I'm
Okay,
not going
that's
to make you
fine.
listen to ads.
Okay.
Let me just go ahead and
yes.
pull
Oh,
this
there
up.
we go.
Good. Congratulations on a 3rd season.
Thank you very much.
You excited?
I'm very excited. Yeah, we found out on my birthday, so it was a hell of a birthday gift. Yeah.
So I'm going to assume, and hopefully you can confirm, that Blaine survives to season 3.
I can't confirm it or deny it, but in the this cure that he's just injected himself with in last week's episode is not perfect by any stretch. So there's some big time side effects that are going to come to light and affect Blaine as a person, affect his entire being. So
Is he going to be nice?
who knows? Who knows?
I would love to see that. A nice Blaine.
And the montage at the end of the this last episode, he was like, he was making donations to muscular dystrophy. Yeah, we're going in that direction. He moves to Africa and starts digging wells.
Aw, that's
Yeah.
so cute.
Hell of a finale.
Yeah. And he's going to infect Africa with zombie.
Yeah.
That's great. As you're watching or reading the scripts through this season, has there been any big twist that really threw you off and surprised you?
Jeez. I don't know. Nothing really surprises.
tough
There's
one.
a lot of twists and turns and a lot of moving parts, so nothing really surprises me at this point. There's certain bummers. Yeah, I didn't see that Blaine killing Lowell last season.
Yeah.
I didn't see that coming.
I was
that was
pissed.
surprising. Yeah. That just it had aired, and I was at a convention in Houston, and the hate I got from people one after another coming up to my table. I hate you. I was like, oh, he's doing fine. Oh, you because I killed Cheekbones? Yeah, well, Cheekbones is the star of an A&E show. You'll be able to see him.
I mean, with the cheekbones.
Cheekbones. He's an ugly fella.
I want to know if Blaine is going to get a love interest of sorts that he can be with.
There you go.
Yeah, well, the love triangle thing between Ravi, Blaine, and Payton is very much in play. And I know it seems like it's an uphill battle for Blaine to get that girl, but things are afoot, and things happen. And you'll see.
Well, we rarely get to see Blaine really behave in different ways the way that brains affect Liv. Are there any brains that you are hoping Blaine gets to eat and really get to act out? I mean, she gets to be a stripper.
Yeah. I think for the first time ever, you saw Blaine showing traits of the brain that he ate. Blaine showing traits of the brain that he ate.
Blaine.
In this last episode with the nerd brain, with
Yeah.
the scientist brain. So it was fun to finally do that.
Yeah.
I always wondered why. It's like, Blaine's eating brains too, man.
I feel like he's
I'm
stronger.
gonna be different people.
Awesome. Well, we're so excited. Thank you so much. Can't wait to see more.
Nice.
Yay!
Thanks to Yael with the interview.
Oh, Yael is so
I wish I would
good.
have talked to him the other day. I just love him so much.
I know, he's so good.
That was awesome. And you can check out on AfterBuzz YouTube's page. There's plenty more interviews with the cast, the rest of the cast, so check them out. They're awesome. We'd play them all if we didn't have to talk about the show here. So
Yeah.
go visit the YouTube page and check them
I
out.
like how she asked Blaine, I'm calling him Blaine because that's who he
Go
is in
for
real
it.
life.
Stay back.
She goes, Blaine, is Blaine going to be in the 3rd season? And he goes, I can't confirm or deny, but I'm going to tell you everything that he's going to do.
Yeah, good call.
He confirmed it.
Well, I think we're seeing.
statement. That's so true.
That's a great point, and I think we're seeing.
You're in trouble.
It looks like he's going to be healthy going into season 3 because he's just losing his mind.
And kind.
Yes,
Healthy and kind.
We didn't see the kind
He's,
early.
like, turned
We just
a
saw
new
the
leaf.
forgetful, and that's what you thought. Like, okay, this is the drug that Ravi made. It's just having some kind of horrible effect on him. We don't know what.
The kind Blaine, when we get to the kind Blaine, is when there's going to be some bliv, in my opinion.
Oh, Bliv.
So,
blatant?
like,
bliv.
no, like, dude,
She
I
wants
get
bliv.
the blatant thing.
She wants bliv.
I don't think the blatant thing is
just
dead.
teased it, though.
I know, and I don't think that's dead in the water, but, like, bliv is still a very real thing that is going to happen.
For Hannah, Bliv is on the oblivion.
It is.
Very good. Trending. Just things to say.
Oblivion. Hashtag oblivion.
We get
It's
this.
gonna happen eventually. Like, or at least give me like, y'all, come on. At least write in like a fantasy episode that's like a dream or a nightmare kind of thing where they at least hook up. Like, give me something.
That'll
Just give
happen.
me something.
She needs it. Please do that.
You might get something where one of the other people eat a brain that they hooked up with, so then they have to have a vision. of that.
Oh my god, if they get eat a
Sexy
couple's
vision.
brain.
All I keep thinking is Lumberg from Office Space, like horrible Lumberg
That's
vision.
interesting.
Like, think
Okay.
like couple's brain of like killed, double suicide.
yeah.
Like,
yeah. Then they
double
have
homicide?
to hook up in their dreams.
Yeah.
Multiple visions. Not just two. That is two
homicide,
vision
suicide
crap.
thing.
Like 8 visions apiece.
Like, I want them to be a deranged couple together and just like.
I'm waiting for that crazy vision episode. So like why are the visions limited? I want to see Blaine have visions. I want to see her have more visions.
How about just an episode of entire visions?
Oh, you
And
know.
all visions.
And I still want to see. I've wanted this since the first episode as well. I'm going back to what I've wanted from the beginning.
Yeah.
But I still want them to eat. I know it's gross, but kids' brains and them goof off together.
Yeah, F the kids. Who cares?
Like, I want that to happen very badly. And I know that would be a dark episode, but it'd also be a funny one.
Yeah, or old people.
Yeah.
Animal brains.
Animal
Yes.
brains.
How would that go over? Do you think
interesting
that would
one.
taste weird for them?
Brain's a brain.
Well, it'd be
Brain's
interesting
brain.
to see how they react on it because we're used to seeing the visions of human brains, but we haven't seen them digest any animal brains yet, have we?
No, they haven't even brought that up.
No.
As the possibility of somebody being like a
Maybe PETA.
vegetarian.
Right.
PETA.
Could be a PETA issue.
But then they wouldn't eat anything. Because they wouldn't
Yeah.
eat any brains at all.
there's
or
not,
animals.
there's not like the human fund coming after, to quote Seinfeld.
Who knows?
Let's jump into this major problem. Well, not quite the major problem, but he has a lot of problems. We talk about Blaine is possibly dying and going crazy.
Right.
We see a little hint of that with Major when he drinks the milk when he's in the kitchen, where Robbie's questioning the whole dog thing.
Right.
So now Robbie, once that hit, that's when it clicked for Robbie that something's up. I'm checking this safe
Yeah.
later. That was the click because there's too many with the timeline and when the dog was given back to its owner.
Right.
There's too much linkage there, and he's hiding too much. So that's when Ravi starts to get like really, really nosy about Minor
Right.
and Major. So
Okay.
I'm just jumping ahead here because we have so many plot points.
Yes.
This jerk Detective Holloway is looking into Liv. He's always kind of an
Yes.
ass, and he's looking into Drake's disappearance because Drake's still gone. And
I'm not okay with this either.
Do we have Detective Holloway and Drake Holloway?
is it Drake Holloway?
Mm-hmm. His last name is Holloway.
It is.
Oh, are they related?
Very interesting, everyone. Very interesting.
So, like, also, if Drake is undercover, is that his real name?
Ooh.
I think so because his mom calls him that.
Right,
Yeah.
which is very interesting to me because usually they would change somebody's name if they're undercover, right?
Right,
I don't know.
right. That is, I mean, I would think so.
I don't know. We'll have to get a cop on the line.
Yeah, we're going to.
Huh, don't believe it.
Interesting.
We learn
Thoughts?
more about these strippers That was fun.
loved the strippers. Like,
Yeah.
honestly, we need to find out who the casting director is because I would love them to come in because they cast all the co-stars and guest stars
So good.
well.
Yeah.
Like, there is never a bad actor on this show. It's really wonderful.
Stripper name if you had one.
Ooh.
Well, isn't it supposed to
Yes.
be...
Like the name
Oh, yeah.
of the
Your
street
first
that
dog
you
and
first
first
grew
street.
up on, and then your first animal.
Isn't
Mine's
isn't that your
Wendy
porn-
Sheffield.
Oh, it's also like a porn
Wait,
star
is it
thing,
Street Animal or Animal Street?
Animal Street.
Okay. So who were you?
Wendy Sheffield.
Okay.
Ooh.
I would be Princess Hannah Vitstamar.
Shut your mouth. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
What in the world?
I'm not
Princess
even-
Hannah Vitstamar.
I want to know your family that had Princess Hannah.
I named my first cat ever in life Princess Hannah.
That's great.
And I was like 4, and I don't know where I got this, but I got this cat and I was like, and I name it Princess Hannah.
Okay,
I
well,
like
you
it.
can go ahead and start referring to me as Princess Hannah then, if
I
you would
will do
like.
it.
This could
I will
double
do
as a
it.
porn star name or a stripper name.
Yeah,
Okay.
what's yours?
Mine's Garfield Brock. Now that's
Oh.
much more of a
a
more of
good
a porn
one.
name.
It
than
is
a
very
stripper.
corny.
It is.
Yes.
Very
Garfield
porny.
Very
Brock.
corny.
Garfield Brock.
That's a great one.
Coming soon.
That is
literally.
like I seriously think of the stripper with the spray tans and like
I would need
like
it.
the steroids and the like chains on and everything when I think of
Garfield.
Garfield
Garfield
Brock.
Brock.
Garfield Brock. Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one. I think that
Like
one
you may
wins.
do like the bodybuilding competitions as Garfield Brock.
Let's do it.
Like I said,
On location.
Let's do it, Jared.
We'll have an event. Lots of spray tan, just
I
like
would love to
Labor
know
Day.
everybody's stripper porn.
Yeah,
Please.
that's what we want to hear from the fans.
Like
Good
really,
call
really badly. I would
Name
love
a
to hear
first
that.
pet and street you grew up on.
Yep.
for your stripper name.
Send it in.
So we start meeting all these strippers, Destiny, and what's that one with the Lorelei? Is that
Which
the other one?
Lorelei's on the show Awkward.
Oh,
really good.
Good call. Good call
Real
back.
good.
So we get much more information. We learn that there's a lot of banging possibly going on between this Nick guy and other strippers and blah blah blah. But this is when Liv has her next vision, and she sees the shoe shine guy. Try saying that 3 times
Shoe shine
fast.
guy.
She sees the shoe shine guy because he was yelling at Cassidy across
Yes.
the street. So now we know we have a witness
Yes.
in this murder. So they question him, and he didn't want to lose because he's not legal, and he didn't want to risk that. So he said that he saw this car, this certain car. So they know what car they're looking for now.
Right.
That's what happens. We jump back to the police station where Basio is questioning Ravi about this funeral home picture where you see Blaine and Major in the window, and Ravi plays it off like doesn't matter. So at that point, what did you both think? Okay, like did you think that he's immediately going to go to the safe, or he was just worried for his life, or what did you think?
No, I thought he was immediately going to go to the safe, and I also thought he failed the test because DeBasio knows that if he says like, no, I don't know who that is, then obviously he's protecting him. Because if you saw like, if your friend, if you didn't know they were guilty of something or potentially or whatever, and you saw a picture of them that could put them in danger, you would be like, no way, that can't be my friend. You know what I mean? Like,
I thought
that
it was
looks
different.
like him, but you can't.
I thought she's trying to convince herself that it is Major, and why not ask his best friend? And if he says it's not, then she's like, maybe I'm seeing things because it's
No.
not obvious.
I felt like her response of being like, okay, just thought I'd ask.
Wait, can you do it in the Basio voice?
Well, I forgot how her voice sounds.
Okay.
Okay, I just thought I'd ask.
I don't know what that was your
my
morning
stripper.
radio.
That was my stripper.
Yeah.
That was my stripper voice.
Yeah. So that's what's happening with that. Should we move ahead to I wrote down Pizza Babs.
I loved that.
Pizza Babs.
Pizza Babs.
So they're pretty much on a stakeout, Liv and Babs.
Yes.
Outside of where Nick. I guess this is it like a whatever,
looks like a hotel. Yeah. Motel.
So this pizza guy shows up, and so Babs pretty much just takes his identity. It's an
loved
easy
it.
way up to the door because he sees he's walking right towards the door. So
Okay, so
Yeah.
side note.
No, yeah.
It totally reminds me of like old like slapstick comedy, like old movies or something where it's like, I'm gonna ransack the costume and like
Yeah.
pretend to be them. In real life, like what would you say to the dude? Like, hey man, I'm a cop. Can I take your whole entire outfit? Because I'm gonna go
you know what happened? Maybe he had a
I'm gonna
backup
go
pizza
confront these
outfit.
people.
Right?
I mean, if you're a pizza delivery guy, do you carry a bag of
Did they
with you?
change each other? Did they
Oh, they had to
Do they
swap.
change each other?
They changed
I mean, they
with
might
the-
change themselves.
Was one of them
do they
on one
change
side of
each
the
other?
bush and the other on the other side of the bush
Yeah.
and like tossing clothes over?
Yeah. Babs.
Yeah.
That would have been an awkward
Right?
scene.
I wish I would have shown that. I love watching Babs do fun things though.
Yeah, it's
like
good.
it's a nice little break for him. And I wish they did that more.
Yeah.
I think actually also that they should do a b-ball day on the court. We need all the boys doing
Yeah.
what they do in
We
between
do.
scenes.
We do.
Yeah, we should put
Right?
a basket out back here at AfterBuzz. That'd be nice. That'd be cool.
We should do that.
We should.
Amazing.
Dunk.
Hey guys, take note.
Maybe they'll dunk.
Steven, Alexis, whoever's in the booth, pass that on for
Yeah,
us.
That's an important message.
Yeah.
Great.
So they take in this Lorelai who's in the hotel room with Nick the Stick, and she's bawling. She's just bawling. What do you think of that scene? I almost got on my
I
nerves.
loved it.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
cracked me up. I was like, go for it, girl. Yeah. And you know that was probably the scene she auditioned with.
I liked it too.
Yeah, you're probably right.
You know it.
I liked it too because, okay, imagine that you're in the interrogation room and everybody else that's been in there thus far is like so wordy and they just like say everything. And
Yeah.
they just like admit so easily. But what if instead of saying words, you just cried the whole time?
That's true.
Fab-
Like
Fabulous.
where would that get you?
And I love that
know.
she even like mimicked what she was saying with her actions, like even down to the I don't want to see so many tears and snot, and then it goes right back to her, and she's like, I love that. Like I just thought she did a great job. It was really funny.
It was totally good.
Yeah,
I know. Tears
yeah.
tears go a long way, I think. I think I'm going to do the rest of this show mock crying.
Let's do
please
it.
don't.
Let's try it.
I'm like, I loved watching it, but I'm like, please
Blake,
don't.
I love you. Please don't.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. I love you too, so we'll see.
This is when they went on a questioning kind of rampage. It was, they bring in Johnny Frost, and he brings in his records of his bills, and so he's clean. So they question Frost, and then they also they know he has that same car, but they know it's. Well, he didn't purchase it. He didn't purchase the car. So Frost is now he's officially out of the picture. So
How often is Frost in trouble that he has like all his records just in a little manila
Yeah,
file?
good
like
point.
ready to bring in.
Right?
Let me just whip this out for you. I got my credit card statement and this and that. And
it's a nice
okay,
folder.
Frost, you're ready to go.
Nice
Right?
folder. Yeah. Yeah, he was
good.
prepared.
He's very prepared.
He was
I would
prepared.
be so screwed.
You would be.
I would be
You
too,
wouldn't
right?
be prepared at all. But yeah, your credit card.
I don't even
bills,
think I'd
what
fight
tweet
if
was
I
that?
ever got brought in
No.
for anything that
No.
I wasn't even guilty of. I'd be like, just take me. I don't even know.
Oh my God, you and me both.
Right?
We've said this like, I don't know, last season or something too, that if we ever got interrogated for anything, if I ever did, like, I wouldn't even know what to say. I'd just
Yeah,
be
I'd be
like,
done.
yeah, I guess. Because they'd be like, what did you do 3 weeks ago Tuesday? I don't know what I did this
have
morning.
no idea.
I have no idea. I probably did it. I don't know.
What did I do this morning?
Yeah,
No idea.
Just look at your Twitter. Like we can find out.
Zero idea.
Just to get through the rest of the case, because
Yes.
there's so many questioning. So they knew that this Pablo Balaban guy had the same car. He bought the car, so they went to his place. He was in the car with Destiny. They bring both of them in. They question both of them. They're being kind of hard on the whole questioning. We have nothing to do with it. Blah blah blah. Nick is questioned. He says he was passed out in the back seat. Finally, they break down Lorelai, and she can actually speak now. And she says that she was driving Destiny and Nick, and they show the scene where she's completely innocent, doesn't know what's happening, and Destiny's like, we're just going to scare her. Destiny's pissed that she's going to tell the cops about everything about Pablo's business, and everyone's going to go to jail basically. So
Yep.
we're just going to scare her, and then she pretty much she kills
She
her.
clocks her.
She clocks her. So she's dead.
Yep.
And that's your case, because that's open and shut, and it's done. And then Destiny breaks the next scene, and
Yep.
she's admitting to it. So she's screwed. Let's get to the meat and potatoes of this whole
Yeah.
thing, because this is crazy. Here it is. Destiny confesses. We learn more about Blaine really being like in trouble memory wise. He doesn't know anything.
Yeah.
I'm so perplexed as to what is going to happen for Blaine and for Major now at this point, because Blaine, died, comes back to life, is a zombie, not a zombie, takes some cure, not working, now he's losing his memory, he's acting all weird. Then Major, as he's getting the tranquilizer from Ravi, like, goes back into being a zombie, and like I didn't know if the tranquilizer is what triggered him turning back into a zombie before he blacks out or passes out or whatever, or if he was actually turning into a zombie when Ravi.
I think,
you know what I mean?
I think if we're jumping to that, I think all signs were pointing to
Zombie.
that he was already back to being a zombie pretty much, and then so Ravi was pissing him off. So are we getting into the safe cracking? Can we just this whole thing?
Yeah.
I think we have to.
That's the bit. Yeah, I mean, we only got a few minutes left, so I want to know everyone's opinion on. I guess should we just dive into predictions with these two,
Yeah,
Major and
sure.
Ravi?
Yeah.
Let's do some Major and Ravi predictions.
Your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
Ravi and cracks the safe, finds the tranquilizer gun, the paint, the mask, all kinds of stuff, and then Major comes home, and there it is. There's their confrontation. Lays on the table. You lied to me. Moment. I'm living with a murderer, and then he gives Major his own medicine. So where's this going to lead to?
I have no idea, and it actually bothered me that Ravi didn't give him time to rebuttal before he just kind of
Tranked
took mad.
him?
Yeah, and also because what is Ravi going to do with Major now with his body?
But to be fair, didn't Major start turning zombie before
I think
Ravi
so.
even tranked him?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
so he didn't even have the opportunity to rebuttal, really, Major, because he started to turn.
Yeah, and Major was, that whole thing was heated, because if you had a roommate you found that they were murdering everyone, I think you wouldn't even give them the time to rebuttal. It would just be like, F this, I'm, okay. And then now Ravi saw that he was getting either angry or maybe turning into a zombie. I need to do something about it.
And now we're screwed also because the only person, at least that we know of, or people who know about what Major was actually doing, is Blaine, who has lost his memory, so he can't fill them in, and Rita Gilda, who has now turned into a zombie and has now been put down herself, and Vaughn, who obviously is not telling anybody that whole bit. So
good point.
Which obviously they coincidentally did the whole Blaine losing his memory at the same time as that they had to have.
Yeah.
But not great.
No.
So I think that Major is going to be left knocked out for a good chunk, actually, for a few episodes. I really do.
Yeah.
And now we have Donnie now turning into a zombie.
Yeah, Donnie wants to take over we saw that the stash house was kaput, gone.
Yeah.
They got the stash house, so he sees that there's an opening for business. Turn me into a zombie. I'm taking this business over.
Which I almost thought was strange, that he wasn't a zombie already.
Yeah.
I would feel like being a part of that crew, that would have been part of initiation or something.
Right?
So for him to stay human this long is sort of surprising.
Yeah. Well,
Things are not great. He's going to be the new Blaine, and that means Blaine is going to be a part of the crew, and then him and Liv are going to get
they're
close.
Gonna hook up. And then now
Oblivion?
Liv, and now we learn that Liv
Hashtag Oblivion?
Yes, Liv knows that Drake is now a cop because Liv hangs out with the mom. So now there's all kinds of new storylines getting revved up.
And
We
we
only have
need
a
to
couple
find-
episodes left in the season.
We need to find Drake.
So
Can't take it.
And one small prediction: you will see
That's stressful.
It is stressful.
Animal Zombies season 3. You will see someone have a sidekick zombie dog. I think it's going to happen. We're going to wrap this thing up. Put a bow on it.
Wrap it up, Jared.
Where can everyone find both of you on Twitter?
You all can find me on Instagram and Twitter at @TheHotShotDude.
And I'm Blake V. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Blake V Media.
I'm Jared Gilkerson. That's at Gilkerson Radio on Twitter. And now The Tomorrow Show. Check it out.
Yeah.
I think there's only 3 episodes left for this season. So that's all we got.
Yes.
So be on the lookout. Hopefully Desiree will
Great.
come back to us and from her zombie state and hang out with the crew again. She can be a
We
part
miss
of it.
her. We
Yeah.
miss you, D-Murph.
Yeah,
I miss
D-Murph.
you. It's been too long.
D-Murph. But until then, check out the iZombie interviews on YouTube. They're awesome. And see you next week, everyone.
Bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Frost you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.